Hey, welcome to the Nurses Making Money Moves and the Elevate Business Mastermind for nurses. Today, I want to really break down how this last weekend was. And for those who don't know me, my name is Dr. Farah Laurent. I help nurses level up in their business and in their career so that they can make money moves. Okay. So, for those who don't know, I literally just hosted my very first business mastermind over this weekend, and it was fabulous. If you haven't seen the video just yet, you need to definitely check out the video. It's on the featured section on LinkedIn and also on Instagram. And if you haven't seen it, I will try to also put it on YouTube. I haven't done that yet on YouTube, but it was basically a recap of the whole weekend. And let me tell you why I wanted to start off to do this business mastermind. Okay. So, number one, for those who don't know, I also hosted my very first conference called the Nurses Making Money Moves Conference back in March in Tampa, Florida. So literally just moved to Tampa, don't know anybody here. And I thought, let me create a conference, a space and a community for women entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs, and also nurses who are aspiring nurse entrepreneurs or already have started their businesses, but they want to network and grow and learn how to scale, make more money, get more partnerships, collaborations. So this is how the Nurses Making Money Moves conference was really started. And it all stemmed from the book that I wrote back in 2023, Nurses Making Money Moves, A Nurse's Guide to Starting a Business. So it all grew from my idea of about almost 4 years ago, starting my own business as a nurse career coach, helping nurses land their dream job. And specifically, my target audience that I help are nursing students and new graduate nurses. So I helped over 100 nurses land specialty positions, and I'm still doing that today. In fact, I have multiple clients right now. A lot of them actually are interested in women's health. It's just funny. I think like the last couple clients I've had were getting jobs in L&D, NICU, and then also in the ICU. So anyways, fast forward, I've been doing that for the last almost 4 years, and it's been an absolute pleasure. But so many nurses have been kind of following my journey, listening to what I've done. I even ended up on the Jennifer Hudson show, sharing my story of how I help new graduate nurses land their dream job. So, so many people have been following my story, and we're like, how did you become a nurse career coach? How do I become a nurse coach? Or how can I become a consultant and make money, right, while I'm still working? Or some of them have just maybe recently retired, some of you nurses, and you're looking for something to do to make some money on the side, right? Or maybe you're currently in your job and you're like, you know what, this is not for me. I have so much knowledge to share and give, and I can become a consultant, whether it's in academia, maybe you're a professor, or maybe you're a dean or a director, and you're like, I'm good at curriculum development. I can help, other programs get better at their NCLEX rates or with compliance and regulatory, whether it's like CCNE or CNA, CNEA, which is the National League for Nursing Accreditation. You can do something in academia. They are paying consultants right now in academia to come into the schools and help them with curriculum revision, help them build out programs, whether it's a BSN program or a bridge program like LPN to RN. You are needed. Your expertise is needed in consulting, and you can charge. So some people don't know how to price their services. They don't know how to start that business, or maybe they've started and they're struggling of like getting their first client. Well, this is why I've now created a solution for this. And it's the Business Mastermind for nurses. And over this weekend, I had the pleasure of meeting 6 entrepreneurs, nurse entrepreneurs from all over the country, as far as California, Texas, Washington, D.C., Chicago, everywhere. And we all came and met here in Clearwater, Florida. And we literally went step by step from mindset, clarity, how to articulate their value and really articulate what it is that they offer to their clients, to the target audience, so that we really got clear on their offer, really crafting, refining what that looks like, and that they're, kind of refining their offer. So that was part of what we did. Then we worked on visibility and social media content creation. So many nurses are out there that want to build a personal brand and are not sure how to get out there, be visible. So I'm currently now live on multiple platforms: YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. So what I did is I also taught these nurse entrepreneurs how to go live on LinkedIn and YouTube and all these platforms so that they could start building their visibility, their personal brand, so that they can be seen as the expert and the go-to expert in their area, and in their business, their subject matter expert area, right? So that's what we did. I went live with them, and one of them actually went live with some of the other nurse entrepreneurs. So this is what you get at this nursing mastermind, business mastermind, which is, there's really nothing like that out there. Okay. And this is put on by me, who is a nurse who owns her own business. And now I am also teaching other nurses how to do it. You can go to a conference, which is amazing. I highly recommend that you come to Tampa to the next Nurses Making Money Moves conference, which will be held March 6th and 7th. And I'll drop those links later so you can secure your early bird ticket. And you can still go to the conference because it's amazing. You get so much information. You get to connect with so many entrepreneurs and other nurses. And I'm bringing people from all over, marketing, finance, social media influencers, so that we can all be female professionals, really learning from each other, no gatekeeping. So that is a great conference to go to. But there's not, we do little activities and things like that. But this weekend is really, you're being immersed in the actual content. So I cover content. We cover it, and then we actually apply it in person, and I'm there to support you. So for example, we break down LinkedIn content, and then we actually break off and do videos so that they can have videos to post on LinkedIn. And it's walking them through the process, supporting them, and pushing them out of their comfort zone, because so many people don't like going on camera, don't like, showing up live. It's not easy to come on live, because if you make a mistake, it is what it is. It's live. You can't just like, hey, let me edit that. Right? So a lot of people are afraid to go live. So, but why is it important to go live? Because people get to know you more. You get to interact with your customer base or your potential clients, and you get to answer any questions and have Q&A, such as I'm doing here. So that is the value of this weekend. You definitely get to apply everything. And not only did we go live, we also were able to launch their first newsletter. They had never launched their newsletter. So we literally went step by step on how to launch a newsletter. And why did I choose those two specific things, going live and newsletters? Because research shows that if you're consistent and you're showing up every week, building your brand, building your authority, building this personal brand, what happens is you start building up the know, like, and trust factor, as we talk about in business. When people see you more, they see that you're an expert, you're an authority in your industry, you will be associated with that expertise, and your brand, really, you get like brand lift, elevation from really showing up consistently. If people don't know about you, you're not demonstrating your expertise, you won't be able to shine and really show what it is that you know, and you're not going to have potential clients. You're not going to be able to serve them and be of service, right? So this is why it's so important to be visible, build your personal brand. And that's what we did over this weekend. And I'm telling you, you literally will probably do more. You will do more because I'm going to push you in this short weekend than you will all year round. So many people keep talking about it. They're like, yeah, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to go, I'm going to go live. I'll look into, content creation. Yeah, I'll do that newsletter next week. And it never happens. So this is what it is. This weekend, we're going to be literally holding each other accountable and doing things together while I am there supporting one-on-one. Okay. So that's really the beauty of this weekend. And of course, besides the workshop, the one-on-one support, you get to be in Clearwater Beach, which is one of the most visited beaches in the US, right? Amazing beach. And then you get, your meals, a 3-night stay. Last time we did 2-night stay, but we're going to do a 3-night stay this time so that we can have more connection, more time to relax. We also got to go to the a quick spa, treatment, and we got to connect and really network and things like that. And we also had that networking event at a rooftop. The rooftop of the hotel where it was like a 3-hour open bar, buffet style, and the food was really good. So, they can't say like, oh, Fair didn't feed us, right? Definitely was amazing from that standpoint. But really, what it is the transformation, right? A lot of times as a nurse, you're like, yeah, I started my business. I want to do more content, but I'm tired. I don't know how to do it. I don't have time. I have kids. I have kids too. I have 2 kids, 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, but I still make time to create content, right? And you have to invest in yourself, to invest in your growth, invest in your business. And I myself, have used coaches in the past to help me grow in my business. So this is the same thing. This weekend is really transformative because it takes you out of your comfort zone and pushes you to really think about business a different way, even mindset, how you price things, because I guarantee that you're underpricing right now. You can be making so much more money if you understand value-based pricing. And that's something that we go through over the weekend. So if you're interested to learn more, there are only 10 seats available. So please direct message me to secure your spot. And you could also put Elevate in the comments if you're interested to attend. And then again, who is this event for? This is for female entrepreneurs who have just started their business as a nurse, and maybe you're about 1 or 3, 4, 5 years in, and you're like, you know what? I feel like I'm stuck. I'm not getting my visibility. I'm not really getting clients. I need help with my pricing. Maybe I need to restructure my offer. Like, you need some guidance, a little bit more clarity, then this is for you. And if you're like, you know what? I'm thinking about starting a consulting business because I know a lot of different things and I want to start being monetizing off what I already know from an intellectual property standpoint. Then this is where we would really explore what type of business you should really get into, how to structure the business, what you offer, who your target audience is, and really build that out over this weekend so that you have a lot of clarity. So it's jam-packed, right? With, so much content. So that's really who this mastermind is for. And if you happen to have a friend that you want to come along with, because I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to go by myself. I don't know anybody. Well, what I'm going to do is I think I said it was like a 3-week program that will lead into the mastermind where we will cover, specific topics, and I will tell you what to expect in the mastermind. You'll know what to wear, what to bring. All those details will be discussed, and then you will meet everybody else that's coming to the mastermind. So at least you won't feel like you're alone. But you can bring a friend, and if you bring a friend, you'll actually save quite a bit. You'll get a discount because if you want to share a room with your bestie, DM me, let me know that, and I will share a special link so that you we'll get a discounted price so that you both can come, so you and a friend can come. So make sure that we're connected on LinkedIn if you do message me, because you won't be able to message me if we're not connected. And or just write Elevate, but make sure that we're connected, and then I will send you the landing page link where you can sign up, because tickets are already on sale. Okay, so I will share the details and the information. So literally it'll start July 31st, which is a Thursday. And basically, you'll come in, you'll check into the hotel in the afternoon, and then we'll have a networking meet and greet event on that Thursday. So that'll be Thursday night. And then Friday and Saturday will be the main workshop mastermind days. We'll go through all this content, and then we'll end the day with the spa treatment and kind of relaxation part of it. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. So again, it's July 31st on Thursday, going into Friday, August 1st, and then Saturday, August 2nd. So it's going to be a 3-night stay filled with, like I said, networking and content. So if you are interested, definitely direct message me. Early bird is going to end when Nurses Week ends. So it's going to end May 12th. I believe is when I said the early bird will end. Yeah, May 12th, but it'll be in the link. And if you need a payment plan, there's an opportunity to do a payment plan where you can split the payment into 2. But if you pay it all up front, you'll save some money. And then it will go to regular price later. So I will share all those details with you. What else? It's going to be obviously in Clearwater Beach, as I mentioned, which is literally you could fly into Tampa International Airport, and it's extremely easy to get to the hotel in Clearwater Beach. So you can literally just Uber or take a Lyft and be right there. And it's beachfront. When I say beachfront, like you literally open the door and you're out there on the beach. Okay. So it's going to be great weather, great networking. And really, that's truly what it is. And I know there's a lot of nurses out there who are currently listening and they're like, I don't know about this. I highly invite you to go watch the video of this past weekend. And I have a couple testimonials that I'm going to be sharing. I already have one up of one of the attendees. I will have that up so you can watch it. And then I'm going to, after this too, I'll drop another testimonial so that you can hear from the attendees, not just me, of what their experience was. And it was truly, like I said, transformative. Okay. And you might think like, well, what do I have to share? Like, from a business standpoint, like, I don't know if I want to start my consulting business or not. Trust me, you have intellectual property. You have a lot of knowledge that you can start monetizing from. And I'm telling you, you can literally still keep your job if you don't want to stop working. Actually, I don't recommend that you stop working. And you can easily start a consulting business that can make you anywhere from $5,000 to up to $20,000 or $25,000 a month just doing consulting. Or you can also do, from a nurse coaching perspective, different things. For me, I'm a nurse career coach, and I help guide nursing students and new grads into their first position, landing them anywhere from 100 to 175K. So I do a lot of career guidance, mindset, coaching, and things like that. So you can do something like that. Or you can have a tutoring business where maybe you're tutoring nursing students. Like I said, if you're in academia, you're a professor, you're a dean, and you're like, I want to do some consulting on the side. Or you are a bedside nurse and you have a specific specialty and you want to monetize off that, you can be a consultant, right? And I also, like I said, wrote a book called Nurses Making Money Moves, which will take you step by step. It's the roadmap in the blueprint to registering your business. It's an actual workbook. Inside of it, you will write down all your ideas, and literally at the end of the book, you will have all of what you need to register your business. And if you choose to do, say, something like an LLC, which is a limited liability company, super easy to open up. Most states, you can have one open within 3 to 4 days. That's it. And then you can have your business, right? But you need to learn how to, craft your offer. What is it that you're going to be offering? How do you price it? Who's going to be your target audience? How do you create social media content that will attract your clients to come to you so that you can be of service to them and then they can pay you? That's how it works, right? It's really not that hard. Really, I'm telling you, it's not. So if you are listening right now and you are interested in attending this business mastermind specifically for nurses put on by me, another nurse who has a business, contact me by direct message right now because there's only 10 spots left and I already have a wait list. I've sent out some emails, so people are already responding. So you don't want to miss out. It's only going to be 10 seats and then that's it. It's closed out. Okay. And the early bird special, like I said, I believe it ends May 12th, the last day of Nurses Week. So do yourself a favor and please come join us so that you can learn how to monetize and start making those money moves and making at least 5 to 10K a month or even up to 20K a month using what you already know as a nurse. And you could be doing this remotely. You could be coaching from the comfort of your own home. You could be consulting from the comfort of your own home. But if you want to travel, there might be opportunities too where you could travel and you can have them pay for your travel, your hotel, and then you just go and do your consulting. Seriously, it's really not, it's not really that difficult to be able to put all this together. But you got to be willing to invest in yourself, right? You have to put in the work in the beginning to want to grow this personal brand of yours. If you want to be known as the expert in the industry, so you could be a consultant or a coach, or even a speaker or a writer, whatever it is. A lot of you maybe have a book idea that you want to do, but guess what? You can write a book and it could be the best book ever. But if you're not out there being visible, nobody knows about you, you're not going to networking events, you don't know anything about marketing, how are you going to sell your book? Right? So you need to build a personal brand first. Or if you already have a business, that's okay. You could still build it as you go. But you need to have the tools, the strategies, the support, the community. And that's where I come in and these other nurse entrepreneurs at the Elevate business mindset. And why did I choose Elevate? Because number one, what I had before is way too long. People know me for Nurses Making Money Moves, the conference, and some of the books and things. But I wanted to keep it simple because really in one word, it's about elevating your mindset, because it all starts with mindset, elevating your brand, elevating your visibility, your trust factor, so that people can trust you, because people do business with people, right? So people can trust you enough to do business with you because you are going to be providing a service and they want to be able to trust you before they give you that money, right? And they want to know that you're credible, that you're an expert. And how can you do that if you're not showing up and demonstrating your expertise online, in person, going to speaking engagements and things like that? You need to develop that brand. Okay. And this is what you're going to do at the Elevate Business Mastermind in Clearwater Beach. And you get to hang out with me, right? And all these other cool nurses. Like I said, it's a lot of fun. You get to learn so much in such a short amount of time, and the value that you get in this weekend, like just what you get alone with the luxury beachfront hotel, 3-night stay, all-inclusive meals. And I'm talking like this is good food. This is not just any type of food, right? And a networking event with cocktails and a 2-day workshop. Like this is just a steal. Like you don't even want to miss this, right? And there's only 10 spots. So when the 10 spots fill up, that's it, because I want to be able to really give one-on-one support, right? So that everybody can actually execute and leave with something, right? So these nurse entrepreneurs actually left with the strategy, they left with the actual newsletter that was launched, and they left knowing how to go live, and they actually had content that they could repurpose and put on their social media platforms. So if you are interested, like I said, to learn more, put Elevate and I will send you the link so you can sign up, or you can direct message me. Okay. So that's really it for me for today. I will also come on live hopefully tomorrow to talk a little bit more about this and why you should start your business, or if you don't, if you have started a business, why it's important for you to elevate your mindset. I talk to so many different nurses, and they kind of get stuck in this scarcity mindset, like, oh, I don't have enough clients. I'm not getting any clients. It's not happening. You have to get in the right state of mind. And this is what we talk about, mindset. And you have to be in an abundance mindset, in a positive environment with other positive people, that you can start to grow and flourish and think in the positive abundance mindset, because we want to attract opportunities. We want to attract clients to come to us. And how we do that is by showing up, being of service, giving value to others so that they can see the value and be able to want to work with you. And opportunities will start just literally landing in your right on your lap. For example, I recently got a speaking engagement. I'll be speaking in Hollywood, Florida in August, right? It's because I've been showing up on LinkedIn consistently for the last 4 years. I've built a brand on here on LinkedIn and other social media platforms. I've even been on the Jennifer Hudson show. Like, not very many people can say that. She highlighted my work as a nurse career coach and what I do, helping other nurse entrepreneurs build their personal brand and visibility. Like, who can say they've been on the Jennifer Hudson show? Not very many people, right? So that's what I'm all about, and helping other nurses now get into, coaching and consulting, because you can do it. You can absolutely do it. You just need to take that first step, be able to invest in yourself, because that's what it takes to grow. You can't be stagnant, doing the same thing over and over. And we're in May now, right? Happy Nurses Week. Next Nurses Week, you don't want to be in the same position. You want to be able to grow and make more money, right? Like most nurses, you can be in a full-time job and you're probably getting a 1% to 3% raise, if that. You can literally make that in an hour. So I don't know why you're sitting around waiting for a whole year, trying to wait for that 1% or that 3% raise, right? When you can start your own business, start creating income yourself, generating your own wealth whenever it is that you want, and have multiple streams of income. What do I mean by that? You can do it several ways. You can be a consultant. You can start speaking, doing speaking engagements. You can write a book. You can host events such as I'm hosting right now. So many different things, right? So you don't want to be stuck doing the same thing over and over and asking yourself, I have multiple degrees, I have all these certifications, but I'm not making what it is that I want to make, or I'm not, feeling fulfilled, or I could be doing more and I'm not making the impact that I want to make. So you can do this if you start your own business, especially a service-based business, by consulting or being a coach. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you, like I said, want to make more money, you want to elevate your mindset, you want to elevate your brand, your visibility, be seen as the go-to expert in your area of expertise and get paid for it on your own time, on your own terms, setting your own prices, you got to come to the Elevate Business Mastermind for nurses in Clearwater Beach. So that's a little bit of what I wanted to share. Super excited. And I will drop the link in the comments and the landing page so you can find out more information. And I will see you in Clearwater Beach, and I'll talk to you soon. Probably will come on again later tomorrow. All right. Hope that was helpful. Again, my name is Dr. Farah Laurent. I am the founder of International Nurse Coach. I help nurses level up in their career and in their business so that they can make money moves. If you are a new nurse or a nursing student, I know some of you are taking exams. If you want to land your dream job and then you're in the New York or California area, please contact me because I help my clients make anywhere from $100K to $175K in their specialty area. And if you are an aspiring nurse entrepreneur or nurse entrepreneur that wants to elevate your brand, your visibility, and make some money moves, then you need to contact me so you can secure your spot at the Business Mastermind in Clearwater Beach called Elevate. All right. Such a pleasure. I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.